Ready for a little optimism? Today we're going deep on AI for global good,
Yeah, it's amazing.
like how this tech is tackling some of humanity's biggest challenges.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
It's moving beyond, just commercial applications and
Wow.
actually
Yeah.
taking on things like climate change, healthcare,
Mm-hmm.
and education.
Yeah, that's what's so cool about
Yeah.
the AI Today segment that we're diving into today is that it really showcases that potential.
Definitely.
So let's start with climate change.
Okay.
The show highlights this green AI initiative,
Mm-hmm.
which is like a global effort using AI to combat this whole climate crisis.
Yeah.
And it's not just like one project,
Right.
it's a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, and what's really impressive is the depth
Yep.
of these
Yeah.
projects. Like for instance, they're using AI to optimize carbon capture tech.
Wow.
Like specifically, they're using machine learning algorithms to analyze huge data sets of atmospheric conditions,
Okay.
and then they tweak the capture process.
And potentially they can increase efficiency by like 20%.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And they're not stopping there.
No, they are not.
The segment also talks about AI monitoring deforestation
Mm-hmm.
in real time.
Yeah.
They're using satellite imagery and machine learning to spot illegal logging activity.
Yeah, they're catching them red-handed.
Yeah, with over 90% accuracy.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's like giving the forests a fighting chance.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
And then it gets even more interesting.
Okay.
Think about early warning systems for natural disasters.
Right.
AI is being used to analyze weather patterns and geological data
Mm-hmm.
to predict events like floods and wildfires
Right.
with way more lead time than we've ever had before.
I mean, the potential to save lives and property
Right.
is huge.
It's really cool. It's incredible to see how AI can help protect the planet in so many ways.
Yeah.
And what I thought was really interesting is that these green AI initiatives.
Mm-hmm. They aren't just about fancy tech.
Yeah.
They're about collaboration,
Right.
bringing together scientists, policymakers, and local communities to create lasting change.
You're absolutely right. It's a reminder that, AI isn't like this
What?
magic bullet or anything. It's a tool that we have to...
It amplifies our efforts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What's important is that we use it responsibly
Mm-hmm.
and make sure that everyone has access to this,
Yes.
especially people who are most vulnerable to climate change.
Yeah. It's like AI is helping us unlock our potential
Yeah,
to solve these massive problems.
definitely.
Okay, let's shift gears now from the environment to something a little bit more personal,
Okay.
healthcare.
Yeah.
AI Today highlights a project called the Universal Diagnosis Project,
Mm-hmm.
which is all about making medical diagnostics more accessible.
I like this one.
Yeah, this project is really pushing boundaries.
It is.
So imagine like an AI tool
Okay.
that can interpret medical scans.
It's like an X-ray.
Yeah, like an X-ray.
Okay.
But here's the kicker.
All right.
It can work across different languages
Wow.
and medical standards.
It's amazing.
So that means someone in a rural village can have their scan analyzed by the same AI
Yeah,
that's used in a state-of-the-art hospital.
that is truly groundbreaking.
And what about places with limited internet access?
Right.
Because the show also mentions that this AI tool can function offline,
Yeah.
which is essential for those areas.
Precisely. They've developed a system that can be installed on basic devices
Wow.
and doesn't need that constant internet connection.
Amazing.
So this allows healthcare workers, in these remote communities to provide more accurate diagnoses
Right.
and potentially save lives.
It's incredible to think that AI can bridge that gap between those who have access and those who don't.
It's like having a specialist in every village,
Yeah.
regardless of internet.
It really is.
It's a powerful example of how AI can democratize access to essential services. Of course, it's important to make sure that the AI is trained on diverse data sets
Of course.
to avoid biases,
Yeah.
and that it's used ethically and
Mhm.
respects patient privacy.
Of course. But the potential to improve global health outcomes,
Oh, yeah.
it's undeniable.
It's undeniable.
It's like AI is giving us the tools to create a more equitable world
Yeah,
where everyone has a chance at a healthy life.
for sure.
So we've talked about protecting the planet and
Mhm.
improving healthcare.
Right.
So what's next on our AI for good adventure?
Well, how about revolutionizing education?
Ooh, I like
The AI Today segment wraps up with
like it.
an exploration of this AI-powered global learning platform
Right.
that's changing the way people learn.
I'm all ears. Tell me more.
So this platform uses AI to personalize education,
Okay.
tailoring content to each student's learning style and pace.
Okay.
Like, imagine a student in a remote village in India learning algebra
Right.
alongside a student in New York City. And they're each getting lessons adapted to their needs and their cultural context.
That's a really cool concept.
Yeah.
So how does AI actually personalize the learning?
Yeah.
Does it like read minds or something?
Well, not quite mind reading, but it is pretty sophisticated.
Okay.
The AI analyzes how students interact with the platform,
Okay.
tracks their progress, and adjusts the difficulty and content in real time.
Wow.
For example, if a student is struggling with fractions,
Okay.
the AI might offer them some additional practice problems
Right.
and tailor the explanations to their specific learning style.
So it's like having a personal tutor for every student.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Making sure they stay engaged and motivated.
That's amazing.
And the platform also connects students globally for peer learning,
Oh, wow.
encouraging them to collaborate on projects
Okay.
and learn from each other's perspectives.
So it's like breaking down those geographical and cultural barriers
Yeah.
and creating a truly global classroom.
That's exactly what they're aiming for.
That's amazing.
They want to make quality education accessible to everyone,
Right.
regardless of location or socioeconomic background.
Of course.
Now, of course, addressing the digital divide is crucial here.
Right.
We need to ensure equitable access to technology and internet connectivity
Right.
for this platform to truly reach its full potential.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's where initiatives to provide low-cost devices and expand internet access come in.
Right.
It's a multifaceted challenge,
Yeah.
but the potential impact of this platform on global education is immense.
Yeah, it's amazing to think that AI could help level the playing field and give everyone a chance to reach their full potential.
For sure.
It's really inspiring to see how AI is being used for good in these different areas.
It is.
But let's talk about AI, like solving the world's problems.
Yeah.
Are there any potential downsides?
Yeah. I mean, it's important to be aware of the potential challenges. For
Yeah.
instance, we've talked about the digital divide. If we're not careful, AI could make existing inequalities even worse.
Right.
If access to technology isn't equitable.
Yeah.
So we need to be proactive
Right.
in making sure that everyone benefits from these advancements.
Absolutely. It's
Yeah.
like we need to be mindful of the unintended consequences.
Yes.
And work towards solutions that are inclusive and benefit everyone.
Precisely. And it's not just about access to technology either. We
Right.
need to make sure that AI systems
Yeah.
are developed and used responsibly.
Yeah.
That means considering things like bias in algorithms,
Mhm.
data privacy, and the potential impact on jobs.
That's a good point. You're
Sure.
right. It's about finding that balance
Yeah.
between, harnessing AI's power for good
Right.
and addressing potential concerns.
Exactly. And this is where the idea of human-centered AI comes in.
Yep.
It's about designing AI systems that augment human capabilities, not replace them. It's about using AI to empower people and create a better future
I like that.
for everyone.
So it's not about AI taking over the world,
Right.
but rather about humans and AI working together
Exactly.
to create a more, sustainable,
Right.
equitable, and prosperous future.
That's the vision.
Yeah.
And it's exciting to see this already happening in different fields,
Yeah.
like healthcare.
Yeah.
AI is being used to help doctors diagnose diseases,
Right.
analyze medical images,
Mhm.
and even develop personalized treatment plans.
It's like AI is becoming a powerful tool
Yeah.
in the hands of medical professionals,
It is.
helping them make better decisions
Yeah.
and provide more effective care.
Exactly. And in education,
Yeah.
we're seeing AI used to create those personalized learning experiences that
Mhm.
we were talking about,
Right.
provide real-time feedback to students,
Yeah.
and even help teachers tailor their instruction to individual needs.
It sounds like it's empowering both students and teachers,
Yeah,
making education more engaging, effective, and accessible.
that's the goal.
I like that.
And what's really promising is that we're seeing more and more awareness
Right.
of the importance of responsible AI development.
That's good.
There are tons of initiatives focused on creating ethical guidelines,
So-
promoting transparency,
Right?
and making sure that AI benefits all of humanity.
It's like a global conversation is emerging.
It is.
And it's bringing together, technologists,
Yeah.
policymakers, ethicists, and everyday people
Mhm.
to really shape the future of AI in a
Okay.
way that reflects our values.
You hit the nail on the head.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so important for everyone to be part of this conversation.
Yeah.
It's not just the tech experts.
Right.
It's about all of us having a say
Right.
in how this powerful technology is developed and used.
So what can the average person do
Right.
to contribute to this and help shape the future of AI?
Well, for starters, we can educate ourselves about AI.
Right.
There's tons of resources online and in libraries.
All right.
Understanding the basics of how it works, the potential benefits and risks,
I see.
and the ethical considerations is crucial.
It's about becoming AI literate, so to speak.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The more we know, the better equipped we are
Right.
to have these conversations and advocate for responsible AI development.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We can also support organizations
Yes.
and initiatives
Yeah.
that are working to promote ethical AI.
Exactly. There are lots of groups advocating for transparency,
Okay.
accountability, and fairness in AI systems.
So we can vote with our wallets, in our voices,
Yeah.
supporting companies
Wow.
that align with our values
Mhm.
and advocating for policies that promote responsible AI development.
Yes.
What about on like a more personal level?
Sure.
Are there things we can do in our everyday lives
Yeah.
to make a difference?
Absolutely. We can be more mindful of how we interact with AI systems.
Okay.
We can question the recommendations we get from algorithms,
Okay.
be aware of the data we're sharing,
Uh-huh.
and demand more transparency from companies that collect and use our data.
Yeah. It's about becoming more conscious consumers of technology
Exactly.
and recognizing that we have a role to play in how AI is used.
Yes.
But it's not all doom and gloom.
Right. Not at all.
I mean, we've seen incredible examples of how AI is being used for good.
Exactly. And that's what's so exciting about this field.
Yeah.
AI has the potential to solve some of humanity's biggest challenges.
Right.
From climate change to poverty and disease.
Mm-hmm.
It's up to us to make sure it's used ethically and for the benefit of all.
Yeah. It's a powerful reminder that we're not just passive bystanders in this technological revolution.
Yeah.
We have the power to shape the future of AI
We do.
and make sure it's used to create a better world.
Yeah.
So let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed and consider how we can each contribute to this exciting journey.
It's a journey filled with challenges and opportunities.
Yeah.
But one thing's for sure,
What's
the future of AI is being written right now.
Right. And we all have a role to play in shaping that story.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back to continue our deep dive into AI for global good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
It's a journey with both challenges and opportunities for sure.
But one thing's for sure right.
Yeah.
The future of AI is being written right now.
It is.
And we all have a role to play
The-
in shaping that story.
It's exciting.
It is exciting. So to recap a little bit,
Okay.
we talked about AI for global good, and it was really inspiring to hear about all these different projects, from the Green AI Initiative to the Universal Diagnosis Project,
Yeah.
and that amazing AI-powered global learning platform.
That was my favorite.
I know, right? It's so cool.
It's really cool.
But, as we were discussing before the break,
Right.
it's not just about the technology itself.
Yeah.
It's about how we develop it and use it.
And who has access to it?
Right.
And make sure that it aligns with our values and that it benefits all of humanity.
Exactly. We need to be having those conversations about the ethics of AI, the potential impact on jobs,
Right.
and how we can ensure equitable access.
For sure. It's about, bringing diverse voices to the table
It is.
and working together to shape the future of AI in a way that reflects our shared goals and aspirations.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And, it's not just about the experts and policymakers. It's
Yeah.
about everyone having a voice. The future of AI is something that we're all creating together.
Yeah.
And we all have a responsibility to ensure that it's used for good.
So as we wrap up our deep dive today,
Okay.
I want to leave our listeners with a question to think about.
All right. I like it.
Considering the potential of AI for global good,
Oh.
what role do you think individuals and communities can play in shaping its development and ensuring its ethical and equitable use?
It's a great question, and one that we should all be thinking about.
Definitely. Because ultimately the
Yeah.
future of AI is not predetermined.
Right.
It's a story that's still being written.
It is.
And we all have the power to contribute to that narrative.
You do.
Well, that's it for our deep dive into the world of AI for global good.
It was fun.
It was. We hope this episode has sparked your curiosity and inspired you to think about the incredible possibilities of this technology and the role we all play in shaping its future.
It's an exciting time to be alive.
It is. Remember, the future is not something that happens to us.
No.
It's something we create.
You do.
And with AI as a tool, we have the potential to build a world that is more just sustainable and prosperous for everyone.
I agree.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, stay curious, stay engaged, and stay hopeful.
Great advice.
So we're back and ready to wrap up our deep dive into AI for global good.
It's been quite a journey, right?
It has, exploring how AI is being used to tackle, climate change, improve healthcare, revolutionize education.
It really is amazing to see how this technology is being used to address some of humanity's most pressing challenges.
It really is.
And it's clear that AI has the potential to create a more sustainable, equitable, and prosperous future for everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But like we've been talking about, it's not just about the technology itself, right?
No, it's about us.
It's about how we develop it and use it.
How we use it.
And ensuring that it aligns with our values and that it benefits all of humanity.
Yeah, we need to move beyond just the hype and really engage in some thoughtful discussions about the ethical implications of AI, the potential impact on jobs, and the need for equitable access to these technologies.
It's about, having those tough conversations.
Yes.
Bringing diverse voices to the table.
It is.
And working together to shape the future of AI in a way that reflects our shared goals.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the experts and policymakers either.
Yeah. All right. It's about everyone having a voice.
Everyone.
Yeah. The future of AI is something we're all creating together.
We are.
And we all have a responsibility to ensure that it's used for good.
100%.
So as we wrap up this deep dive today,
okay,
I want to leave our listeners with a final thought.
I like it.
Considering the potential of AI for global good,
Yeah.
what role do you think individuals and communities can play in shaping its development and ensuring its ethical and equitable use?
That's the question, isn't it?
It is.
It really is the question that we need to be thinking about.
Because ultimately, the future of AI is not predetermined, right?
It's not. It's a story that we're all writing together.
And we all have the power to contribute to its narrative.
We do.
Well, that brings us to the end of our deep dive into the world of AI for global good.
It was a good one.
It was. We hope you enjoyed exploring these incredible possibilities with us, and we hope it's inspired you to think about the role we all play in shaping the future of this powerful technology.
It's an exciting time.
It is. Remember, the future is not something that happens to us.
Right.
It's something we create.
We create it.
And with AI as a tool, we have the potential to build a world that's just more sustainable and more prosperous for everyone.
For sure.
Thanks for joining us, and until next time, stay curious, stay engaged,
and
stay hopeful.
Love it.